Suze, 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 Suze. Hello?
Yeah, because I had you were like accusing Michael so adamantly.
Yeah.
You were.
Hey, yo.
If I were a rich man. Whoa, hello.
Dr. Pepper, zero pepper.
Whoa, hello. Alrighty then, 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 alrighty then. Jordachi, that was literally perfect timing. That was started at the exact time that it counted down, and then it was perfect. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. My gosh, we have so many people here today. So many awesome people. We've got Femi, we have Fresh, we've got Rumi, we've got Jordachi, we have Shine Spark, we've got Purple and Haze, we've got Endymium, we've got DJ, we've got Cage, we've got Michael, we've got Alcondros. Wow, you guys are amazing. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I woke up this morning and was having a little bit of a hard time because we've had a rough weekend, but I remember thinking, I get to stream today. I get to hang out with like all my favorite people. You're gonna be fine. You've been up since 5 and it sucks, but you know what? It's okay. You will survive. You will make it through this. And right now, I'm watching my baby on her monitor, and she keeps thinking about putting her blanket over the edge of the bed, but then she doesn't do it. But then she thinks about it, but then she doesn't do it. But then she thinks about it, and she puts it kind of over, and then she kind of pulls it back in. We had a really big struggle over the weekend because she has 2 ear infections, so that's
Ladies!
cool. But she's not. So I actually didn't even know she had ear infections. I mean, she was a little cranky, but she was also kind of snotty. And so I was like, well, she just has a cold. But she was having just a little bit of trouble breathing one morning. So we took her into the doctor and they were like, oh, well, both her ears are infected. Her lungs sound fine, but both her ears are infected. So she's on an antibiotic now, but we've been fighting this when she doesn't want to be in her bed, she puts all her stuff outside the bed and then she cries because she can't get it. I know she can get that blanket if she... Oh, and Fan is here. Oh my gosh. Okay, a few things. I have finally added... Oh, you guys. Haze! Oh my gosh. You have to check the Discord because DJ found... No, DJ did the most amazing thing, and I think I can make it into a shirt. I hope I can make it into a shirt. But DJ made a sweet... outline of like the big giant robot in Hyperlight Drifter. I have a cross stitch that I've been working on and off for years of that scene where they're the big robots and like your little guy is standing down in front of them holding the sword. That one of the Titans, yes. So I haven't worked on it in a really long time because I lost interest and I don't know, it was hard. I started it before my baby was born, so it's been a long time. I found it today and I decided to post it on the Discord, and wouldn't you know it, DJ was like, oh, funny you mentioned that. I have been working on something. So I'm really hoping that that design should work. I just don't know how the size, how the size is, like how the size would look, but the design should work and my Cricut should be able to cut it. So I am extra excited to bust that out. However, I'm out of stock on my shirts. Like my shirts, I don't have any blank shirts to make because
on a stool, sit on
Hobby
me.
Lobby
Nope,
was
nope,
supposed to
stools
get
on
a
top,
bunch
stools on
of, they were supposed to get a truck in last week, but then they didn't because they were doing inventory. So I have no shirts to make any shirts. So Ander is actually down in Austin today. And so I was like, you better stop by Hobby Lobby in Austin and get me my shirts. So we'll see if he can make that. It shouldn't be out of the way. He went to a very convenient lake for stopping by a Hobby Lobby. So I was like, excuse me, but I'm gonna need some shirts. I'm gonna need some, yes, I'm gonna need some white shirts. I'm gonna need some black shirts. And then I just need to play around with designs. Like Ander just the other day was like, he was like, man, I'm running out of shirts, man. And I was like, have no fear, my friend. These are all shirts I've messed up. So I threw all these shirts at him. He must have like 4 or 5 new shirts because I either messed them up or like the design was crooked or like he got the Twilight Mirror one. And here's the funny thing. He literally does not have any he doesn't have any interest in any of those games. So I was like, well, spread the love anyway. It's fine. If anybody asks you if you're a fan, you can just be like, no, my wife made it, because you don't know what, like, he knows what a Watcher from Horizon Zero Dawn is, but like the Mirror of Twilight and like the Get Mad with the lemon, you know, from Portal, like he doesn't really know what any of that stuff is. So we'll see. But I appreciate the Lurk Cage. I really, really do. And I appreciate everybody being here. I'm so thrilled. This makes me feel so happy. Alcondros has had a terrible, debilitating headache all day. Then it went out, and when I got to the gym, not a clue why it disappeared. Oh well, you clearly just needed to exercise. Wait. I also posted some. Oh yeah. You did. So those designs, I actually don't know if I can make that design into a shirt. You know what? That's not true. I feel like I could, but the problem is not cutting out the design. It's called weeding out the design, taking all the excess off, all those tiny little squares. Because my problem is when I make a t-shirt, and I've done t-shirts on stream before, but not for a while. I basically have to cut out the design, and then I have to weed out all the excess. And then I have to take a piece of contact paper and stick the whole piece of contact paper over the top of the design. So when I pull that contact paper off, it pulls the whole design off in one big, how it's supposed to be. The design sits on the contact paper. And then I have to stick the contact paper on the shirt, but then I have to peel the contact paper off. And those tiny little pieces, those tiny little squares, those are the biggest pain to get from the contact paper to the shirt because they're so small. There isn't quite enough adhesive for them to really stick to the shirt. That's what worries me. It's not whether my Cricut could cut it, because I know my Cricut could, but I just don't know if I could actually get the design to transfer. Now, if I were to do like a heat transfer vinyl where you just peel out the excess and then you just take that and just stick it right on a shirt, this is probably confusing, but I'm talking and thinking it out as I go. I could absolutely do that, but I would not I don't know if I could find the right colors, because I could find white, might be able to find that hot pink, but I don't know if I could find that blue. So I don't know. I'd have to mess around with it. I actually considered doing that as a cross stitch pattern, but that's once again, like, that's pretty much like, that's like the other cross stitch pattern on there. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stitches. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe someday. Today is not that day, but maybe someday. So, looks like she's going to sleep. Hallelujah. Listen, Hayes, I loved Hyperlight Drifter as much as you. I loved the game. It was mysterious and vague and super kind of interesting. I loved the music. I loved everything about it. And trust me, I have gone onto Etsy and looked for Hyperlight Drifter designs, and I can't find any. So honestly, DJ putting together that robot design is like, it's the cherry on top. It's amazing because I can now potentially actually do a design. I found like the Heart Machine logo, but that's not the same. Hey, Breeze! Welcome, Breeze. How are you? Yeah, we can have stickers. Oh, by the way, speaking of, I guess these aren't rewards, but speaking of, you know how some people have been struggling with the buy, !buy? I figured out why the other day. It was because I had the command in 2 different places. I had like the source in 2 different places, and I got rid of the one where it shouldn't have been. So hopefully, no, this one. Although I did, oh, and where's Koala? I do have an Etsy one now. So there's the link for the Etsy right there. No, this one right here. Everybody likes to spam that one when the stream ends, but it was working for some people and not for other people. And I could not figure out why, because it doesn't have a cooldown. I don't mind. I don't care how many people use it. But I think I figured out why. I think it's because I had it in 2 separate spots and StreamerBot was like, I can't figure out where this is. I don't know where this is supposed to go. So hopefully that fixed it, because that's like my favorite thing when everybody spams that at the very end. Hayes knows so little about shirt making. I'm more handy with wood stuff. Let me tell you, I would actually really love to learn how to do wood building or like wood making or whatever. But I'm scared of saws. My sister-in-law is actually an amazing woodworker. She does some incredible work. But it's also kind of expensive. You have to have a lot of really fancy equipment. But my mother-in-law, so every Friday, my mother-in-law goes around and she picks up stuff off the curb. We've talked about this, right? I did find out she does actually sanitize all the stuff she picks up. That woman literally has a lumber yard in her backyard. We will never have to buy wood for the rest of our lives. She just picks up all the pieces of wood she finds that's in good condition. She has like, skinny pieces. She's got 2x4s. She's got shelving. She has a whole section in her backyard that's just chock full of shelving, which is what I need because, who redeemed the stickers on the headphones? You know what? Nobody redeemed those. That's what my baby did. I was holding her one time in here and she came and stuck a bunch of them there, and I've just left them there because it was too cute. The funny thing is, I've not played any of the games your shirts are based on. Though the Horizon shirt design is pretty awesome. It was the clear choice for me. Well, Jordachi, you made my day. You have a PlayStation, don't you? You should play Horizon. Oh my gosh, I would love to hear your opinion. I was with Endymion and Martin the whole time they played through their games. They gave me constant updates over Discord, and I was here for it because I'm passionate about that game. And anybody, you know, when somebody experiences something you're super passionate about, yeah, Mm-hmm. Some says that the dust causes cancer. Well, I also just don't have space to work. Like, we don't really have any place for like a workshop because Ander puts his boat in the garage. So there's no way we can make the garage into any sort of like workshop. And we do have a back patio, but that's where my kids play. So I can't have like saws and things out on that. Torachi's aunt does folk art. She makes things out of garden tools, wood, and other knickknacks. She has a stork she's made out of shovel iron bars. That sounds so much like my mother-in-law. She could probably do something like that. I see stuff like that, and I'm like, man, who made that? Who took the time to do that? But you find your niche, man. You find your niche, and you just do it. Oh, you didn't? Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to make a post about it on my Instagram as well, because I made a post. I posted a while ago saying I was going to open one, and then I didn't. It's pencils! I've never been in the habit of watching streamers. The amount of real talk is scaring me. You're not supposed to be a real person. It's actually funny that you mentioned that, because I had a moment this weekend talking about real talk. This is my little like thought for the day. So I have never seen or niche. I'm sort of stuck again on Hollow Knight, but I'll get it. It's about some dream things. Okay, so what was your last boss? Okay, so over the weekend, I've never seen the movie Trolls. I've seen the second one, but I've never seen the first one. And I finally watched Trolls over the weekend. I don't know how many of you have seen Trolls, but Anna Kendrick plays a bright pink, super happy, plucky troll named Poppy, who is like the happiest, most positive creature in like the world. All she wants to do is hug and sing and dance and hug and sing and dance, and she's just the happiest thing ever. All her friends get taken by these evil creatures called the Bergens that are going to eat them, because the Bergens believe that since trolls are happy, if they eat a troll, they will be happy, and it's the only way for them to achieve happiness. So Poppy has to go on an adventure to go rescue her friends, and along comes Branch, who is voiced by Justin Timberlake, who has very little color, and he's super, super negative, and he's just not a positive person at all. Doesn't sing, he doesn't dance. He's just so, I got this feeling. Yeah, so I love the song, and I've always heard the song. Oh, you're stuck on Hornet? Man, Hornet? Yeah. Hornet took me a long time. Oh no, that was the last boss, because you did Hornet. Okay. Gosh, there's so many places you can go since it's non-linear. It's like you can go all over the place. Poppy wants to rescue her friends, and Branch tells her it's impossible. And she says, "Where do you think our friends are?" And he says, "They're probably digesting in a Bergen stomach." And she's like, "Could you just be positive just for once?" And he's like, "I don't do positivity." Anyway, they constantly argue with each other, but you know, they end up finding their friends and whatever. Branch always says that it's Poppy's friends. He's always like, "They're your friends. They're not my friends." But anyway, there was a line that actually really stuck with me. He says, "Why do you think they're still alive? Like, how could you possibly think they're still alive?" And she turns around and looks at him and she says, "I don't think they're alive. I hope they are alive. And I want you to know," she says something like, "I want you to know that I know life isn't all cupcakes and rainbows, but I choose to believe and I choose to live that way. I know bad stuff happens, but I choose to believe that there's positivity in the world." And that just really struck me, because I think the whole overall message of the movie is that happiness is inside all of us. Sometimes we just need help finding it, but we're all capable of being happy, and being happy is a choice. It may be a really hard choice, but I have never actually like identified with a cartoon character so much. I am so much like Poppy. I am a walking exclamation point. I love to sing. I love to be crazy. I'm really animated. And I just believe in being positive as much as we can. Do I have bad days? Yes, I do have bad days. And there's a moment where Poppy actually loses all her color because she feels like she let everybody down. And she says something really sarcastic. And one of her friends goes, "Poppy, was that sarcasm?" And she's like, "Yes." And everybody goes, because Poppy doesn't do sarcasm, because she's just a really genuine person. And I feel that, because whenever I have a bad day, people are like, "Oh my gosh, what's wrong? Why are you like this? Is everything okay? Is everything fine?" Because most of the time I'm really, really positive and pretty sunshiny. I have bad days, yes. But I love that line where she talks about choosing to hope. because I think we can all take a leaf from that book. So anyway, that's my little thought for the day. Call it a spiritual thought, whatever you want. It just struck me over the weekend because I had a rough weekend because I had sick kids and I was waking up in the middle of the night and it was crazy and I was mad and I wanted everything to I just wanted to crawl into a hole. But it really struck me. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. I don't know. Okay. So we tried the Siege engine. Okay, wait. I gotta catch up on all of this. Poppy is a tease. Okay, so Poppy helps Branch get his color back and helps him find his happiness. And then there's the second movie where they're a lot more like on par with each other. Like he's definitely not into like hug time or whatever, but he's definitely more like with it and more, he's not nearly as angry and negative. And you kind of find out why he lost his color and why he got so sad. I really do recommend the movies. They're great. I personally liked the second one. Well, I don't know. They both have really good messages. But I was really surprised. I was really surprised that a movie like Trolls kind of like really struck me. And I thought, man, I feel you, Poppy. I really do. Because I've had those conversations with people where like, you can't know that. You don't know that or whatever. Or why do you think that? Oh, another thing Branch says is he says, why do you always have to find a bright side? There isn't a bright side. And Poppy says, there is always a bright side. And I remember thinking, that's how I feel. I feel like even though sometimes things suck, there is always a bright side. Even if it's not a shining bright side, there is always something positive that you can figure out. Anyway, Hollow Knight bosses. I halt on the cave, Crystal Dude. I hate him. Also the Dark Gates. Shadow Stream Goose still eludes me. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, yes. I know what that is. Hollow Knight taught me that the happiness inside us is an incurable infection that will kill us all. Jordachi watched Missing this weekend. Great movie, as good as Searching was. Okay, I've never even heard of either of these. And yes, Parent Life. Get lessons from cartoons. It's usually Bluey, but I was really surprised, and I was really happy with the message that I got from Trolls. I thought it was a good message overall, and I decided to kind of talk to to Charlotte about that and be like, hey, so, do you understand what Poppy's saying? Hello? Bluey? Get out of town. You're in the air, and that means you're a bad thing to fight. I hate things in the air. Oh, you can dodge. One of my friends is actually playing Death's Door right now, which I was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually playing a game that is so similar and probably just as hard. Maybe even harder, I don't know. Because the Siege engine, nope, there was no way. I was so unequipped. I was very, very unequipped to deal with that situation, so I was not down. All the people that were happy 150 years ago died. Movie's story is told entirely through computer and phone screens. Works really well for the mystery stories. Oh, was Searching with that Asian guy that was in, he played Sulu, Captain Sulu in the newest, you know what I mean, Star Trek movies. Ooh, that looks fancy. I don't remember what that does, but okay, yes. I do recall that movie, yes. Did you watch The Last of Us, Jordachi? So the second episode was last night, I think. Or no, yes, last night. Oh, Krabbits. Krabbits. Oh, and we have some new commands. I know, Endymion was like too many commands. We have laser.
I just got myself a spacer laser.
Say,
yeah!
Then we have, we have a new one. So it used to be Freak Out, but it's not Freak Out anymore. It's Panic. And I turned it down because I felt like it was probably really loud. So let me know if it needs to be louder or it needs to be softer because I'm legitimately yelling. So I turned it way down. Michael has a new theory about the Switch 2. It won't release with the next Zelda, but with the Mario Kart 9. Well, why? I find that really annoying. Because I've been waiting. Oh, we have a locked door. And this. Oh! Whatever you are. Oh, you are a really angry big brother of the Slorm, I guess. Slorm daddy? Maybe. Panic is good volume. Okay. Because I knew it was really, really loud. And it's got the Bill Cipher voice, but it was too good. It's better. That's better than the other one, in my opinion. Okay, well, there's the power. So if we follow the power... I used to compare myself to Pinkie Pie, the pony in My Little Pony, who's just like bananas and throws parties all the time, which actually is not me, but throws parties all the time and has zero awareness of what's going on around her, which I feel like that's not really me either, but she's just really animated and she's, you know, friends with everybody and she just loves everybody, and that's who I've always said. Whoa. Oh! It's just sitting there. Okay, she's dropped her blanket into a place where she can't get it. Give me just a second. Oh, I did like the Croods. I will be honest. I did like the Croods a lot. Did you see the second one? All I could say about the second one was, what? But you know what? It was highly entertaining. I thought it was great. Oh my gosh, why are they both on top of each other? Both my announcements are on top of each other. Dang it. She woke up at 5 o'clock. Yeah, get a room, guys. Cheese and crackers. So instead of like bombarding chat with things, I have these like sources that appear on my screen. Don't do it. Don't do it. So help me. But I have them at different intervals, and apparently they linked up once. So that's fun. If that happens again, let me know. And I will... Oh, that means... Oh no, I have to go up. Okay. All right. Okay. This is really confusing, but I think I can figure it out. Yeah, so this coming Saturday, or I'm sorry, this coming Sunday will be the karaoke 500 follower celebration stream. And then 2 Sundays after that. Ooh, you look really frightening. She's gonna drive me nuts. Yeah. Oh, it just pushed me out. Dang it. Which means I just lost all that ammo. Gee, dang it. Please bless that she lets me stream. She was up at 5 o'clock this morning.
I hate you, dragon.
Which means I woke up at 5 o'clock. And then she eventually did fall back asleep. I was expecting her to, like, you know, I don't know, start crying or whatever. She never did. She actually went back to sleep on her own. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay, you hit 3 times. Ooh. You hit 3 times in a row. Got it. Ah. And she went back to sleep. I did not go back to sleep, so I was really irritated about that. But I thought for sure she would just be exhausted by the time 1 o'clock rolled around. She's still just freaking throwing her blanket out of her bed. I know she can get it. I was worried about this. You know what? So I don't know if I know Could Have Been Me very well. Which is funny because I actually have watched that movie so many times. I feel like I could potentially sing it, but don't you worry. I'll add plenty of kids' movie songs. Sing, Trolls, you know, All of those. I'll have different like sections, like different genres basically on my song list. I cannot believe. What time is it? It's 1:30. Child. Well, that's where I need to get to. Okay, I thought I was like on the way somewhere and apparently I'm not. I was really surprised by Trolls. I thought Trolls was going to be really stupid. The Croods definitely didn't have as good of a message, but the Croods was definitely entertaining. It was bananas weird, but it was really entertaining. Where are we going? Frogs! Okay. Yeah, we obviously get something to do with those hooks. I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's like a hook shot or something or other. Something along those lines. Ooh, my life is low. Can I drink a potion on a... No. On a ladder? Clearly not. Oh. Oh. Oh, secrets. Could have been Me Song is a British male band, but Sing 2 does the song better. Oh, really? I wondered if that was a real song or if they wrote that for Halsey. I did not know that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't want to come here yet. Just a second. This is like a secret way. I need to go out like the real way. So I went in there to give her blanket and she asked me for a cookie. And I was like, what? No. No. We are not having a cookie right now. No. She already had a cookie today. Whoa. I will say Halsey performs it really, really well. She does a really, really great job. Thanks for being here, Endymion. It was so good to see you. Be safe with your programming. Oh, this is the front. Okay, hold on. Nope. Yep. I want to go back the other way. She's now fake crying. I accidentally tossed my blanket out of my bed. I actually considered just putting her in a toddler bed and just opening up the side so she can get her stuff out when she throws it out there. But the problem with that is then she has full access to the room. And she's not even 2 yet. I don't feel like I should open up the... Put her in a toddler bed yet. We didn't put Charlotte in a toddler bed till she was like 3, 4? Oh no. Oh. I don't even think I can get over there. Why am I doing this? Well, so I don't die, I guess. That's cool. Oh, I wonder, can you like hook shot over to those things? When you get that power? Maybe you can. So coming here was pointless. Cool. That is fantastic. Do I know a Shania Twain song? I know. That Don't Impress Me Much. And I think I know Man, I Feel Like a Woman. I think. I will be totally honest. I would never have thought to add those to my song list, but now it's there. So. Okay, let me go give her her blanket again. Oh my stars. There's always a bright side, right? There's always a bright side. Let's dance. Let's just dance. Let's dance. Shania Twain is Fresh's favorite. Not gonna lie, never would have thought that.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
I know, but I was only gone for like
alrighty then.
2 seconds, so I didn't think Wordle was really... Oh no, that's where I just came from. I didn't think getting Wordle all set up for me to be out of the room for like a minute just didn't really seem worth it, but maybe I'm wrong. I cannot believe she's not exhausted. Why can't she just be like a robot and just go to sleep exactly when I need her to? Why? 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 All right, well, we are now in the frogs domain, so that's cool. I think this is a good place to be, maybe? I mean, we've got to get here we've got to finish this somehow, right? Okay, frogs domain it is. Oh, save point. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have, what are they? Mushrooms. I need to cash in those mushrooms. Right here. Yeah. Oh, and potions. Oh, I need 1,000. Oh, shoot. What do I do? Do I save? No. I upgrade now. All these places are hard. They're all hard. Thank you. Thank you. I want to sit in a hot spring. Yeah. Ah! I thought I was... Wow, I am terrible at aiming. Oh, man. Maybe I can sit in those hot springs. Will those hot springs, like, give me life? Oh, come on. That's the way it is in every game. You sit in a hot springs and it gives you life. Pfft. Rude. Shoot, now I feel like I should just save and start over again because that was terrible. It was terribly done. Terribly done, Susie. Oh, DJ, I'm so excited to work on that shirt. I will most definitely keep you posted. I thought that would be a secret. Ho ho! Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, we got like a sentinel. Normally everybody's just like standing around. Oh, what? Okay, frogs can use their tongues to yank you toward them. Good to know. Okay, got it. A map would be really helpful in this area, please. Hang out. That'd be really good. I will take all the money I can get. I can sneak past. I do like to sneak. I played almost the entire Horizon Zero Dawn. My first playthrough was almost done entirely in stealth. I was too scared to actually like get into battles. Every once in a while I would just you have to do it. Like you don't really have much of a choice. But man, where I could be stealthy, I was stealthy. Almost to a point where it made the playthrough take so long because I would never just jump out into the open and just start firing all over the place. I was always looking for places to hide and trying to be as stealthy as possible because I was terrified. And it worked. For the most part. But I don't know what I'm gonna do if she never goes to sleep. Child. At least she's not crying. Could be worse. Wow, we are going deep. Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm confused. I don't know how to... If you have the bell card, it helps you be extra sneaky. Do I have the bell card? Oh yeah, I... do. Okay, what does the flying Fruit Loop mean? Because the information page I have only has like 3 of these cards on there. So like, what does this mean? And what does this little fox with an angel mean? Does that mean that you don't die? You get like 1 extra life? Belle is extra sneaky. What makes me faster? This little guy? The flying Fruit Loop? Extra speed. Yeah! Oh, that is good. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, well, I thought I was going in the right direction. Oh, unless... Huh. Okay. Man, they really... Ooh, they really mess with, like, your... The layout is so wild because you think you see something and you do not. Okay, well, I will have to take you down, I guess. Extra sneaky. Why a bell makes you less sneaky or extra sneaky, I don't know. I think that would make you louder. Right? Right? What's it called? Something bell. Oh, it's an anklet. Trolls and Croods are both DreamWorks films. I don't think DreamWorks has bested Disney, but they do have some great ones because How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda are also DreamWorks. And those are both excellent. Oh. Oh. Okay. I didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Whoop. You are large. Okay. Oh, you go that way? I'll wait for a second. I am stealthy. Not sure how a bell makes me stealthy, but I thought that was a trademark Susie phrase. What in the flying Fruit Loop? That's what it looks like. Flying Cheerio, I guess. Okay. Now I understand. Chain whipping! Happy Monday! Oh! How are you, Chain? How's it going? I feel like I had something to tell you. And now I don't remember. I think it was like a question or something that you asked during one of my streams that I never... Oh, no. That I forgot to answer or got distracted answering. See, what happens is I read y'all's messages. I just forget to respond to some of them because I lose track of, you know, whatever I'm talking about and I get distracted with something else. I feel like there was something... Oh, I'm gonna sneak and open this. Wow! I am so sneaky! I love being so sneaky. It's great. Took me a minute to get here. Ooh! I have not watched any of it yet, but my sister and I were gonna watch it together. I have watched a little bit of gameplay, to be totally honest. Not of The Last of Us 1, because I don't want to ruin that, but The Last of Us, well, I guess I'm slightly ruining it by watching gameplay from The Last of Us 2. But, okay, here is one thing that I did not realize. It has awful language. I couldn't play that game on my stream anyway. My stream is family friendly. There's no way. I was really surprised. I shouldn't be surprised, but, speaking of being sneaky, I appreciate my lurkers. I really do. Don't ever forget how much you matter. I mean, this goes for all of you, but I don't ever want people that are lurking to feel like I greatly appreciate my lurkers. I really do. If you can, like, put a stream on while you're at work and, like, listen or something, that's amazing. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. It's all connected. Okay. There are quite a few bad words in the videos I've watched, and I don't, to be totally honest, that doesn't surprise me with the situations that they're in, but at the same time, like, I could not play a game like that on my stream because that's not what I want to represent. So I decided long ago that, are those slorms? Oh, so they are. But yeah, I haven't even watched all the videos all the way through, but there was one boss fight I watched and I was like, Wow, okay. That's great. Lurking should be a job description. Our server is down, so it's Twitch City for me. I love that journey for you. I love that. Twitch City. Man, you really can. You can sneak by all these guys. It's great. Not that I don't like to fight, but I was gonna say, they're gonna see me. Ooh. Oh, fighting two of these guys at the same time is a bad situation. And I could run, but they're just gonna follow me. Maybe. Ah! They're just gonna follow me. You mean I'm that sneaky that they literally came into the same room with me and then they were like, yeah, no, he's not here. That is so great. Yes! Frog City. What is this? Frog's Domain. Domain? Frog City. There was something you said, Chain, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was something about looking up explosives for non-oxygen explosives, and now the FBI is watching both Chain and me. Oh. This does not look good. Are you alive? Oh. Something was already stolen. Okay. You look like you come alive. What? Oh, is that in the air? I thought that was sitting over in the corner. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay, wait. So this has already been stolen? By whomst? Do I have to kill all those frog guys out there? Did one of them take it? What? She is still not asleep. Good day in the morning. I don't have a map of this. Oh my gosh, I think I do. Thought uncountable times. Maybe I do. I think I do. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, shut my mouth. Oh, yep. Yeah. Still in training. They take turns attacking. Grown-ups have hooks on their tongues. Fantastic. We'll be on the no-fly list together. Oh, okay. I see where I am now. Baby Slorm who cannot spin yet, but is still useful. That is true. Baby Slorms are still useful. Okay. So where does this send me? I mean, the only place I haven't been... Well, okay. Something about a librarian and a cathedral. Okay. Yeah, it's one of these freaking guys. That's gonna be the boss. You're in the map. Right there. I see you down there. Have I thought about my next game yet? I have not, actually. I don't know how long Tunic is, so I haven't actually thought about it. It kind of depends on... Isn't there like a secret? Yeah, there is. Thank you, Hayes, for reminding me to check if I had a map or not. Oh my gosh, look, so many of them. Oh! This water looks very poisonous. Ah! Oh, I can't run in the water. Yeah, take him out. Yeah. Do they all die if their friends die? They're all like, well. Ooh, oh, there's a chest. I don't know. Well, oh, I was thinking of another game the other day too that I hadn't added to the list of, I will never play Majora's Mask ever again. Like, I love you for that, but I'm never gonna play Majora's Mask ever again. Sorry. There was some game that I was thinking about that I was like, oh yeah, I didn't add that to my list, but I don't know. I can't think about it now. Yeah, gotta whisper while sneaking. Okay, wait. Wait. We've come in here. No? Yes. Oh no, that's all new. Oh, look at him. He's looking at me. He knows I'm up here. Who is he? What is his job? Oh, yeah, no. This is a bad situation. I want that! Ready? Ha! Oh, no! Ah! That was terrible! Oh! What do I drink? A potion? Ah! Okay, yeah, you can die. All right. Ah. Okay, I don't know how to use this. This is a magic orb, or it's a... Looks very useful. Very, very exciting. Okay. Oh, you are the worst. I hate frogs. Ah. Okay. We need to kill the daddy one. Okay. Everybody just needs to calm down. No! That was my fault! I went in totally unprepared. Actually, I thought that kablam pot, I thought that was gonna do a lot more damage than it did. Dang it. No hope for a Skull Kid bleach shirt? Are you kidding? I will make any shirt anybody wants. If somebody wants a commission, like if you wanna give me an idea and say, hey, this is the shirt I want, I will absolutely make a Skull Kid shirt. I don't love Majora's Mask, but that doesn't mean other people can't. I know a lot of people do. Kalulu. I know. Kalulu. Oh man, I'm all the way back here. Gee dang it. Okay. I still have the sneaky bell. Yet. I have never... Wait a minute. What does... Oh, I still have the magic orb? Did that all save my progress? Okay, why are we... What do I do with that? How is those things? What am I doing with that? Is this what the magic orb does? Wait a minute. I think I need to have... Oh, gosh. Ha! Game is saving all the time. Use the orb, Luke. How are you, Maui? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So I have to equip it. 12. Oh. Okay. I knew it. I knew there was going to be something like that. The fact that it is an orb is a... Ooh. Very interesting choice. That's very strange. I would have thought it would have been like, you know, like a hook shot, something like that. But I'll take it. I will take that. That is good. Use the orb. It is quite the orb. It is a large orb. Okay, but why isn't it focusing on that other hook? Is it because that guy's there? I have to kill that guy? Oh man, a lot of guys. I'm just gonna run around. Ah! Oh, I just fell! Okay, well that actually works for me. Even though I fell into a melee. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I cannot believe she's not asleep yet. Child. So, does it only work on certain... Oh, no. No. There it was. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fantastic. The focus aiming can be done by the right stick. Can it be? Amazing. I did not know that. Now I know. I'm gonna go save. I'm gonna sneak past here. Okay, so something was already stolen. By whomst? It isn't explained anywhere? Oh, well then, that's dumb. I mean, this whole game is so vague. Okay. I really like that animation. That like all those tendrils coming out. That's very cool. Like I said, an orb, kind of an interesting choice, but that's okay. I don't really want to go up. Okay, well. I'm not finished here. Oh man, so many secrets are open to me now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be... Yes. So, the orb can't be used to hurt anybody? Let me try. Oh! Guess who can pull enemies at them now? That's right. You are not the only one. Sweet. Okay. That's good. Good, good. She's still not asleep. I don't believe it. Okay. Where do I want to go? Oh man, now my mind's going for all the different, all the different places I've seen those little hooks everywhere, all over the place. Okay. No. Run down this way. And then, I don't even remember where I was. I was somewheres. Oh, I think I went through here. Oh, that was easier. They didn't see me that time. That was good. Message mix-up, Susie. The orb getting moment is a great moment in this game. Enjoy. Yeah, I mean, all the possibilities are open now. So many possibilities. Oh, this was where I died. No, this was not. Okay, wait. Wait, I can't aim. Oh no! Help me, my little ones! Oh, that's because they all... Okay, that's why. Because it creates a chain reaction. Got it. Understand. My announcement was double posted again? Hold on. What the heck, man? Oh my gosh, my event was canceled. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Sorry, that was me thinking out loud. Okay, so my timed actions? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Oh my gosh, I can never keep these straight. Nope, that is not where I'm looking. Platforms? I feel like they could absolutely name these things better in StreamerBot. Like, I can never remember where things are because there's like timed actions. Okay, so the 500 follower stream is supposed to happen every 1800 seconds, which I think is... One is every 15 minutes, and one is every... $30 I think. Unless... Hold on. Why are they both firing at the same time? That makes no sense at all. Well, I'll turn off the community stream reminder for now. Because that's farther down the line. That's a couple weeks away. Okay, that should be better. I don't know why that's not working. It doesn't... Yeah, there's always a moment in games like this where you get something where you're like, okay. Not that it necessarily makes you OP, but it's definitely like, okay, now I can go all the places I wanted to go. I'm twisting right now. Twisting right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. Oh! I could have saved. I'm really really bad at noticing doorways. Super bad. I wonder why those are not, why those were firing at the same time. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I should only have one reminder per, you know, week or whatever.
Okay, see, I thought that... oh. Hold on. Oh, but I want my soul. Or my... what do they call it? I do not remember what they call it. My echo? Or something? I'm just gonna sneak behind these pews. Gotta whisper while sneaking. Oh! That's right! I forgot! Oh, no! Oh! Oh, no! Oh, man! I was hoping I would kill him! Man, I cannot keep straight anything that is happening. Goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Everybody just calm down. This is the worst. Okay. Okay. Everybody come over here. No. No! Oh, drink a potion! Another potion. Okay. I'll get you. Oh, I hate you! I hate you! You adult frog! I hate you so much! Oh my! Where is this freaking guy?
I hate you, dragon.
I do. I hate you so much. Every time I felt like I was gonna do something. Oh man, that is what I want. I need to use that pot. Ah! I'm so bad at this game. Ah! This was so sloppy. Oh my lands, this was so sloppy. That could have been done so much better. And you... oh, that's... no! I hate you so much. Alright, I just need to take a second. Chain is right. It is the screw attack moment. You get the screw attack and suddenly you're like, okay, everything is available to me now. There is nothing I can't do. Are there any secrets? No. Oh. But I am heading somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. That was so dumb. Ugh, that was so sloppy. Oh dear. I only have 2 of those left. Hold on. I'm confused. How does that work? It doesn't use like...
It doesn't use like ammo? Because it says I have 2, but... oh, those are little hooks on that map. I understand. I thought those were 2s. Those are tiny number 2s. Oh my gosh, I think she fell asleep at 2:11. She's been in her crib for over an hour. So, is there not a boss in this place? At least not yet. You know, I've actually never played Earthworm Jim. I have never played it.
We came here to burgle your turrets.
Indeed we did. We came here to burgle your turrets. Aw, man. So I can't... so can you... okay, wait. Where did that tuning fork go? I'm not missing too much? Okay, I'm glad that's not like... I haven't missed out on some, like, amazing game. So is there no boss fight in here? There must not be, because I've been everywhere, at least according to the map. Of course, nothing is as it seems in this game. Whoop! What do I need to go up here for? That is a giant orb. I think I made... Oh, no, I did not. I was going to say, I think I made a mistake. Because, like, I am now stuck. No, I'm not. Okay, so if I use it against an enemy, does it use ammo? Like, somehow? That doesn't make a lot of sense, but okay. I mean, I don't see anywhere else I can go in there, but there's a scary drawing of a scary looking boss, but I don't see any other place for me to go. I just see magic orb. Something about a librarian. There was something in there that was already stolen. Oh, you mean the turret? Oh. So the turret was like, it was, active. It just wasn't, oh, because I'm sneaky. So does that mean I can hook on to those, tuning forks? Maybe? Question mark? Was this where it was? I can't even remember. You'd think I could remember, but these places are big and the map is only semi-helpful. So I feel like I'm... Yeah, this is where it was. Oh, so I need to get rid of the bell for now. I will be speedy. Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh! I don't have enough... Oh! Okay. That was kind of not what I meant at the time, but that's okay. Oh no! It's gonna blow and kill me! Oh, okay. Alright, well. Alright. So, does that mean you can actually... Oh, but you can grab it when it's a bad guy. Okay. So you can't grab onto the tuning fork, but you can grab onto it when it's when it's actually active. Okay, I'm learning so much. I hope I can keep all this straight. I really need a save point is what I need. Where is a save point? Oh my gosh. I don't want to I don't want to die now. Where is that save point? Far away from me. Oh man. Oh, this is where I am. Oh. I understand now. Okay. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I don't have any more potions. Ooh.
I understand!
That was such a great moment. Portal is the best. I've looked for portal designs on Etsy, and I found some that are actually just, they're cross-stitch designs. I thought they were just regular, like, oh. Hold on. Let me get back my bell. Thank you. Yes. What? I thought they were like regular designs I could cut out with the Cricut, but they weren't. They were like cross-stitch designs. So I haven't found quite as many, but they had turrets and they had a companion cube. And then they had something else. I don't remember what it was. I think they had Wheatley. Wheatley would be kind of hard to put on a shirt, at least a bleach shirt. Okay, honestly, I really just need to save. That's all I need to do. All these little crabbits. Dag crabbit. They can't be that bad, right? Gosh, they're gonna kill me. I just need to save. I really just need to save. I just need to save. Where is the save? I think it's up this way. Maybe I should look at my map. That would probably be helpful. Oh, it's right there. Okay, I'm in the right place. Okay. Okay, magic orb, done. I guess there was no boss to the frog's domain. Okay. I am invincible now. Yeah, see? It says I've got 12 things for the orb. But like, 12 what? Because it doesn't go down when I use it to, like, attach to something. Did it? No, I had 12. Oh! Okay. I was in another stream talking about games that everyone should play, but for whatever reason, you haven't. What games would you put on the list? I would say Portal was on that. Oh, okay. Portal was on that list. But I finally played Portal. Okay, wow, I'm really bad at this. That really does a number on you. Okay. I would say probably all the Final Fantasies. I haven't played any of the Final Fantasies except like 1 or 2. Oh, that's right. You're a thing. I thought you were like a special plant or something. I was wrong. You are dangerous. Games that I should have played that I just haven't. I'm gonna have to think on that one. That's a great question. I want to wait and I'd like to play the Final Fantasies when the Pixel remaster or whatever comes for the Switch. I just don't know. I don't know when that's gonna be. You better be committed. Well, everybody says 6 is the best, right? Or 6 is great. One of the greatest. Whoa. Okay, that just totally threw my mind for a loop. Secrets? Secrets. Anywhere? Secrets. Going like all the way around. Secret? Secret, secret? Nope. Yeah, I would say Portal was probably one of those, but I've played both Portals now. I don't know. What about you guys? Does anybody have a game that is like an obligatory, everybody should play it, but you haven't played it yet for one reason or another? I would say The Last of Us because it seems to be everybody's favorite game ever, but there's a very good reason I haven't played Last of Us because I'm a weenie. I don't even know if I can handle the show. I don't know. I'll try, but I don't know. Yeah, I know you can use the magic orb on enemies, but I felt like it just drags you to them or drags them to you, I guess. See, now my ammo's down to 7. Why? How? Oh, I don't understand how that works. Okay. Oh, we've lit a lantern of sorts. 6 has the best story of the series. All Final Fantasies can get grindy. That is true. So grindy. I mean, I don't mind it for the most part. Oh, no! Yeah, this takes all of you down in one hit. Aw. Darn it. Okay. I knew that was too easy. It was too easy. Dang. Darn, 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 darnity darn. I'm trying to think of like, I mean, there was a long time there where I had never played Halo. I didn't play Halo till I was in my, what, 20s? Late 20s? Finally played it with Ander. Oh, wow! Well, turns out you're slightly invincible when you're, getting gold. I like being able to move fast. That's good. I like that he bounces like that. You are so big! Wasting all this stuff. Yeah, that's right. Give me some magic power. Oh, dang it. I played Ocarina of Time for the first time at age 36. Yeah, I think you can, DJ. You've never actually played a Zelda game yourself. Watching somebody play a game and playing it yourself are two very different things. So I would say yes. Did you like Ocarina of Time, Shane? Did you love it? Is it your favorite game in the whole world? I don't understand. Oh, I understand why it's going down. Wait, No, I don't. I thought I did, but I don't. Oh, that treasure chest is right there. Oh, I've had so many. Okay. Okay, so the save point is like way farther up. I still don't understand why my magic orb ammo is going down when I'm not using it on anybody. But it doesn't seem to go down when I just attach it to like, oh, there's a rope up there. When I just attach it to like a hook. I love everything except the awful camera controls. Well, that's just N64. Did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie? Because Banjo-Kazooie is a lot of fun, but it also has really terrible, terrible controls. Like, really bad. So bad. Oh yeah, we need to go over here. Oh, can you attach to that? Cool. Good. Oh, dang it. Good to know. I thought that was the case. But let me know if you want to run down on the MP orb. Yeah, I'm slightly confused as to why I'm like the magic power. Because I thought maybe it was because I was shooting magic power. Like I was shooting the... I was shooting the fire. And so my MP was going down anyway? How did I miss this? Are you serious? How did I miss this? Okay. I thought maybe because I was using the fire, the orb was going down as well, but then when I shot the fire, it didn't do anything. It didn't go down either. So I could have done this before I even did the frog's domain. Goodness. Just. I can tell though, if I'd had Ocarina of Time in 98, I would have been unhealthily obsessed. That was my sister. My sister loved Ocarina of Time. I think that was her first Zelda game she ever played legitimately on her own. And she played it so many times. So many times. Oh, I didn't even need to... Okay. I'm finding all these things. I'm like, ooh, I have the orb now. And then I find, actually, I didn't really need it. Although, wait, isn't that the frog's domain? How else do you get into... Whoa. How else do you get in the frog's domain? Never had a 64, so I've never seen the Banjo title screen. Oh. Because... So, have you played it on, like, Nintendo Switch Online? Do they not have the title screen on Nintendo Switch Online? I thought they did. Banjo-Kazooie is really great. It was surprisingly good. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it. It was hard. It's quite challenging. But mostly it's challenging because of those dumb camera controls. That was just N64. Okay, we need to get over onto like the left side over there. Yonder. Oh, you've never touched Banjo-Kazooie. Okay, so you've never actually played it. Well, it is available through the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. There's a second one called Banjo-Tooie, which I've actually never played, but the first one is really good. It's challenging, but like I said, it's mostly challenging just because the controls are bad, you know. But ultimately, it's... oh, we have to get there from a different way, don't we? I see. Can I go on? Okay, well, while I really like this game, I definitely feel like the soundtrack for sure has... I love the soundtrack. Okay, all the way over there. Cool. Oh. Scary fairies. Scaries. Scary bird. Oh, that is like out of the way. Okay. Hold on. Let me look at my map. I've heard the Nuts and Bolts game on 360 is fantastic. Oh, is that a Banjo-Kazooie title? Oh, I didn't know that. DJ says, never having owned a Nintendo, there's a boatload of titles I've completely missed. Any Mario title, Pokemon, Zelda, the list goes on. I have played most Zeldas, but I will be honest, I'm very picky about my Mario titles. I've actually never played Mario 64. I've never played Super Mario Sunshine. I've never played Paper Mario. I've never played, what else haven't I played? I don't like Mario Kart. I don't like driving games. I suck at driving games. They're not fun for me because I'm terrible at them. And you can say that that makes me a lame gamer if you want, but I'm just terrible. Driving does not excite me. I don't like driving games. And in any game I play, like the Ratchet and Clank series or the Jak and Daxter series or anything like that, that has any sort of like racing mission you have to do, I always get so irritated because I'm like, I don't understand why you're making me do this. You know what? I'm okay with you eating that guy. Because he's mean. Why can I not aim? Why? Why? It's because they're too high. Because you're too high. Oh, they can even dodge those? Oh, that was good. Way to go. Self, maybe? I hate that they can dodge that! That sucks! Horizon Zero Dawn is the same way. I hate flying enemies so much. Oh, they can move so fast. Can this explode? I'm afraid to touch it. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so I did play Super Mario Odyssey. I did like Super Mario Odyssey. I also played... okay, my favorite Mario games are Super Mario, why is this drippy? That's gonna hurt me? Oh, it did! Okay, good to know. Cool. Was this treasure chest worth it? Probably not. Dang. Gotta dodge over it. Oh, that quarry place! That's what's in the quarry! Forgot about the quarry. That literally almost killed me. Super Mario Galaxy. Favorite Mario titles of all time. I think the second one is definitely my favorite out of all of them. How do I open this? Like so. I love Mario Kart 8 except for the blue shells because they punish success and that's just communist. I don't like racing games. They're not my jam. I just don't like them. And when I say I'm terrible at them, I mean, I'm just really terrible. And they just don't bring me joy. I don't find any joy from playing a racing game. I just don't. And whatever. That's just me. I really love the Ratchet and Clank series. The Ratchet and Clank for PS5 was phenomenal. Such a great game. I really love the Jak and Daxter series. At least the first 3 were really good. The first one is very cartoony and very, very like, kind of like, well, like we're in peril, but everything's fine. And Daxter's gonna make some stupid joke or whatever. But, but the second one gets a lot darker and a lot more nitty gritty and a lot more like, not nitty gritty, just gritty. It gets a lot more gritty and a lot darker. And it's just a lot more intense. And the third one is the same way. A lot darker storyline. The characters are definitely not quite as like, I mean, it's cartoony, but they're not nearly as cartoony as they are in the first one. And Daxter still has his kind of dumb kind of lines, but ultimately it's a much darker. Oh man, I see you. And I only have 4. Take that. Oh. Take that as well, please, and thank you. So these birds don't hurt you? They just run away from you? Okay. Makes me feel kind of guilty for killing them, but okay. That magic sauce is definitely dangerous, I'll say. Goodness. Oh, hello. Aw, man, I can't get down there. I want that chest. I think I know how to get it. Maybe. Oh no. Okay. So, magic sauce is pouring in. Oh, is that what the magic sauce you were talking about? Because yeah, I definitely did not notice that. pouring into the... Oh, man. It, like, took away my life anyway. You cannot... Okay, don't get close. Don't get close to that stuff. That's a bad situation. I missed the whole mascot platformer craze of the late 90s and early 2000s. I finally played and finished my first Ratchet game when the movie came out. I never saw the movie. I loved the Ratchet and Clank series, though. I have a lot of love for that series. The old one is pretty dated, but ultimately they kept up. They kept up pretty well. I really, really liked them. I thought they were great. Great fun. Just really, just fun. Just a lot of fun. Okay, so here's a random table. Wait a minute. So I'm supposed to activate that, but the magic is like... What's that? Oh no. That was a bad situation. That's what that was. There's a tiny flower on that rock. That was such a bad situation. Wow. Well, I don't have enough magic to fight you, so we're just gonna leave that. Just gonna let that lie. You know, just leave him alone. It's cool. We don't have to, you know. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. But if I activate this, ooh, oh, shoot! He saw me! Oh, man. Beans! Ah! Why do I keep running? This always screws me over when I run! Dang it! Oh, I hate you all! Turn on each other. Fight each other. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can reach really far. I'm trying to think of other games I really enjoyed. I personally really love the Oddworld series, but Oddworld is kind of a very particular taste. Not everybody likes Oddworld. I'm afraid if I pray to this, all the magic's gonna like flow out into the water because the magic bar thing is broken. Like the track, like the magic track. Whatever that is called. Oh, that is helpful. Thank you. 'Cause yeah, it's gonna come down this way and then it's also gonna like go, oh, maybe not. Okay. If you played the 2016 game, you essentially watched the movie. That's fair. Oh yeah, see, it's like, oh no, oh no, no. Well, how come he's not dying? Oh, I see how to get that chest. You have to kill that guy down there. Okay, makes sense. Yes. I'm not happy about it, but it does make sense. The writing is great. It's very funny. And they did definitely get better with each one, I feel like. Like the original one is great and it's fine, but they definitely improved with each one. They improved and the weapons got crazier and they got more exciting and the leveling up got better and the storylines got better. The Ratchet and Clank for the PlayStation 5 was, I thought it was the best of the bunch. It was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I streamed it for the first time. Like I streamed it first playthrough. And it was my very first PS5 title that I ever played, and it was an absolute blast. It was so much fun. It was mind-blowing, some of the things they did. And the fact that you can change levels like mid-level without any loading screen was just mind-boggling. Just the opening sequence, the opening scene in and of itself, it was literally like being in a candy shop. The colors were so crazy and vibrant, and the animation and everything was so great. Oh, Psychonauts is another one. So I just bought Psychonauts because it was on sale on the PlayStation Store. So I bought Psychonauts. I've heard great things about it. But you can't play games with ugly characters. That's very funny. I've never really thought about it that way. Oh, that's funny. I love the Oddworld games. They're great puzzles. Great, great, great puzzles. Okay, we did it. So what now? What happens now? What What happens now? Wait a minute. Did we not get this one? Oh, yeah, we did. Hello? Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. Question. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What happens now? We did it! But what do we do now? I loved it too. I think I got the platinum too. I'd have to check. You mean the Ratchet and Clank PS5? So good. I was surprised when I actually streamed it because there was a lot of dialogue that goes on during the gameplay that I didn't expect. And I was talking to chat, and so I would miss some things. I just didn't expect that. So I might have missed like a couple important lines in the story, but overall, I think I understood kind of the main storyline. I do feel like they made Ratchet a little more like cutesy, I guess? I don't know. He looked a little more cutesy than he was in the first game. I know they've changed voice actors over the years. Okay, well, I activated all those things. I assume that's supposed to... Oh, maybe that opens this gate? Maybe? No, wait a minute. No. Yes. Wait, what? Oh! I think we can go activate the thing on the thing. I think there's a hook somewhere over here. Because I think the ground is broken. Yes. Oh, wait, this is not where I thought we were. This is not where I thought we were. We are not... Hello? Oh, I see where we are. Yeah, no, I thought I was over by the right-hand corner of the page where there's that thing that needs... Oh, there's the monster rock over there. Okay, I need to go there. Maybe. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's a ladder. Okay, good to know. Okay, well, what the heck, man? Like, I don't understand. I just activated all those things and nothing happened. Mega confused. I assumed something was supposed to, like, go down at these statues, but apparently not. Oh, you know what was another really good game that was totally under the radar that I never would have tried unless I found it on sale, which I did, was the game called Hob. H-O-B. It wasn't, like, the greatest game ever, but it was surprisingly... It was pretty well done. And the beginning had a twist that was quite shocking, actually. I remember when I started it, I was like, okay, I've played games like this before. But then there was quite a shocking moment that happened. So I was really surprised. And the puzzle, it's all puzzles. And it's this kind of look, you know, it's this aesthetic where, you know, your camera's kind of up here.
You noodle.
It was really good. I really liked it. Most of the time, I think it's on sale. I think it's on sale for pretty cheap. But it's called Hob, H-O-B. I never would have picked it up unless I found it on sale. Because I think I got it for like, I don't know, like $5 or something. And I thought, oh, sure. Looks like my kind of game. Sure, why not? Okay, well, am I wrong in saying that, Michael, you already are a noodle?
Searching. Where are you? Searching.
Oh, I have that on loop.
Where
oh my gosh.
Are you?
Hold on.
Searching. Where are you? Searching. Where are you? Searching. Where
Oh my gosh, hold
you?
on. I forgot to go into studio mode.
Searching.
My bad. Okay, hold on.
Where are you? Searching.
Stop.
Where are you?
Stop.
Searching. Where are you? Searching.
Sorry.
Where are you?
I did it! There we go. My bad. Apparently I had that on loop. I didn't mean to have that on loop. My bad. Okay. I am extremely... Oh, that's Benji, Linky's cat. I was curious. I was like, well, look at that cute little cat. I don't know where that comes from, but... Okay, so does, like, nothing happen in this area? Like, okay, so cool. I activated all these cool statues, and now I'm just out? Now we just go? Can I open that chest? What? Why? Why? Oh, I bet you have to... No. Triggering another clip does the trick. Oh. Oh, can I, like... Oh, crap! I didn't mean to... Okay. Oh, whatever. That's fine. So I just have to... leave now, I guess? We just go? 'Cause... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know... Yes. Okay, so there is... Okay, so... There is something else I have to do. Just like Bono, you still haven't found what you're looking for. I will be honest, I think it is a darn shame that they did not do an entire cover of that song in Sing 2. That was a shame. That was a crime. Oh, duh! I'm so smart. Whoa. Whoa, wait. Am I supposed to run into that? I have seen Sing 1, yes. I liked Sing 1. I think I liked Sing 1 better than the second one. They're both cute and they're both fine, but I definitely... Oh, okay. How did I forget to pray? The Lanky Kong! I hope I had nice poops today. Wow, that is very kind of you. Just a reminder, totally family-friendly channel here. Okay. The Lanky Kong. Oh, this gives me very, very Fez vibes. All these, like, square, all this geometrics and stuff, and, like, the turning of the camera. Even the music sounds slightly kind of Disaster PC. Where am I? Oh. Those books are huge! It is true! You are right. It is true. It is true. And when you're a parent... Oh, I'm in a library. Oh! Oh my gosh! Do those hurt you? Probably. No, they don't. You're just a friendly coffee table. Wow. The Beast's Castle has gotten super weird. Sing 2, Croods, and Trolls are all music jukebox movies. It is true. Oh, no. You look like you're a bad situation as well. I'm a stool! Sit on me! Nope, no, stools don't talk. Stools don't talk. I have so many questions. Whose library is this? What is happening? Oh, we're at a boss. Oh, crap. Okay. No. We aren't at a boss? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can't you pray here and something will happen? Yes. I cannot keep track of, like, all the secret-y things. Yeah. When you have kids, that actually becomes a very, very regular part of, like, oh yeah, one of these freaking places. Unless you can grab it with the thing. You can fight me. Oh man. Dang it. I don't understand this area. Can I pray again? I pray for mushrooms. What? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, when you're a parent, poop becomes a very regular part of your day, and you have to be really careful because you don't ever, ever want a constipated kid because it is a nightmare having a constipated kid. So that becomes a very regular part of your life. And I remember when Rumi and his wife were expecting, I think we had some conversation that kind of sort of dealt with that just a little bit, and Ruby was like, you guys are grossing me out. And both me and basically Dad just laughed. We were like, yeah, Rumi will learn in time. In time. Those things don't really bother you so much anymore because once you become a parent, you deal with stuff like that so regularly, and it's so not glamorous when you have a newborn and when you're changing diapers all the time. And then when your kids get sick and stuff, like, it's not glamorous. It just isn't. Fight Me. The best song in kids movies is Hallelujah by Rufus Wainwright. That is a lovely song. And you know who does a beautiful rendition is Tori Kelly, who is in the original Sing. Well, I guess she's in both of them. Wow, this is quite the place. Like, wow. She has such an incredible voice. I'd never heard of her before the movie Sing. And when I heard her sing, I just remember being like, where did you come from? Apparently, she used to do covers on YouTube. And that's where she... That's true, it is Leonard Cohen. That's right. But it's been covered by so many different people. Everybody has a cover of Hallelujah. It's kind of like Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. Like everybody and their dog has done a cover of that. U2's done a cover. Death Cab for Cutie's done a cover. Michael Bublé's done a cover. Oh, we've got Science. This is how we built our tuning forks turrets. This is how we built our magical table. Oh! Oh, we have so many. We've got multiple papers. This is where I must be. The cathedral? Built out of rifle. Built out of auto bolt parts, but can only shoot once. Scavengers with this will try to keep their distance. Miner's great sword. Bombs. Legend says, wearing this allows you to do something extraordinary. Is that a flower crown? I don't think I'm in the cathedral. No, I'm not in the cathedral. I'm in the library. Okay, there's another super informational page. How about Reese Witherspoon? Yeah, that's a really that was a really surprising thing for me. I was like, okay. We've got Reese Witherspoon who can actually sing. We've got Taron Egerton who could sing to me all day long. I love Johnny. I love Johnny, and my baby now, every time a Johnny song comes on, she goes, Johnny, because that's what I say every time a Johnny song comes on. Ooh, yeah, that's the quarry. Okay, this is very helpful. These are all very helpful maps. Great, good, great. What in the heck? Dead. Yes, okay. Dead. Olaf's dead. Elsa's dead. Anna cries. I don't know how many of you have seen Sing 2, but even if you have, or I'm sorry, not Sing 2, Frozen 2. Even if you haven't seen Frozen 2, you can just look up that scene from Olaf on YouTube. It's very great. Alive! Oh man, everything's alive. Oh no. Okay, careful. Oh, there's a thing. Oh, there's a really tall ladder. I'm scared. I'm gonna come across it. How does Reese eat her soup? With her spoon. With her spoon or without her spoon? I'm a purist. I only listen to original songs. Kidding. But I genuinely want to know every time I heard a reprise who done it first. Yeah, that makes sense. There are a lot of songs out there that I'm like, oh, I didn't know this was done originally, like, 20 years ago. Whoa, okay. I made a mistake. I'm leaving. Nope. Sorry. See you later. Nope. I cannot fight somebody up there! That's like the tiniest amount of space! What? Leonard Cohen stopped singing for 20 years, but came out of retirement because his assistant stole $10 million. Today, Cohen is worth $100 million from touring. Wow. Oh, so you're not going to fight him? I was going to say, that seems very unfair because that is a very small... Oh, Lord. Ah! Michael, you're a liar! Ah! Oh my gosh! Get over here! Oh! No! You get over here. Just get over here. I already need a potion. Oh my gosh! Now I know why I have this. Yes! Ah! Oh no! They're all evil and shadows and stuff! Oh no, give me magic. Yes, give me magic. Why? This is such a small area! I hate this so much! You are a liar, liar, plants for hire. Oh my gosh. Get over here. Oh! I'm not prepared to fight this boss either. Oh, Alcandros, it's panic now. Sorry, I changed it. I probably shouldn't have, since Freak Out was already kind of in everybody's heads. But I changed it to... Oh, hello. I changed it to Panic, because that's really what it is. Yes. Oh, look at all the things I have. Okay, what is it? Is this HP? No, I need MP. Okay, no, that's attack. Okay, that's HP. Oh, that's potion. Oh no, I don't want to spend all my money on potion. Okay, that's HP. What? Oh, yes. Okay, no, wait. I want defense. Yes, yes, I do. Oh, speaking of Jimmy Barnes. So I actually, wait a minute. It's not worse than Aghanim from A Link to the Past. Oh yeah, that freaking guy. Are you saying you can reflect his attacks? So I created a sound snippet of the Jimmy Barnes section of the song that you guys can hear too, but I don't know what volume to set it at, so we'll have to do some troubleshooting. Okay, well, I don't have enough of that. What is this? HP? Heck, yeah. Not that this is actually going to help me. I didn't say I didn't try to reflect those. I do not remember Freak Out showing that clip. Wasn't there one that said OMG at the end? So Freak Out used to be when I was at when I was in Jabu Jabu and in Ocarina of Time, and I was going, but my face literally looked like completely plain, so I replaced it with like a legitimate one where I was legitimately panicked. But if that is gonna ruffle feathers, I can absolutely... You just wanted to make me brave. I am not brave. No, I do not like the Sam I am. I do not like the fact that I have such a small fighting place. Okay. Hi. Hello, it's me. Yeah. Oh no. Oh! Get over here! Ugh! I just upped my attacks for you. Okay, yeah, that's good. Get me some MP. That is helpful! Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh! That doesn't pull him very far! Oh my gosh, my life is already so low. Okay, one potion. Oh my gosh, what? This is impossible! I hate you so much. How? You don't let go of my purse! My sword is too short! I cannot hurt you! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No. Ah! Oh, they're like different. They're like Worse. Oh, they're gonna get more powerful each time, aren't they? Gosh dang it. Oh, I hate this fight so much. Okay, alright, magic power is good. Magic power is great. I need magic power. Lots. Lots. Oh my gosh. Oh, he doesn't actually, like, move that toward you. Come on. Really? Oh, you disappeared. Okay, your life's halfway down, but mine is a lot down. I cannot get him! My sword is too short! Ah! Gosh. Oh! I don't have any life left! Take that! I'm gonna go out on a high note! Dang it. My sword is so short, I can't get him! Okay. I'm currently playing Ocarina of Time myself, and I did not like the giant sphincters of Jabu Jabu. That is fair. That is very fair. I wonder... Oh, I have a key! I forgot about that little locked house. I actually wonder if it's better to freeze him? 4? That's lame. The giant sphincter... I think with the big giant sword, under it is where you don't want to be. Thanks. I appreciate that. Keep that in mind. The giant sphincters of Jabu Jabu were a great 60s psychedelic rock band. Totally sounds like some band in the 60s. I know. That's a good sword. That's a good sword. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Oh no. Okay. I just have to be really patient. Okay, I gotta learn your pattern, buddy. Aw, man. Okay. Because he will come to me, but only sometimes. Not then. That is not the time. Mean. Who hurt you? I mean, I'm hurting you. So I guess there's that. I wish... Oh! Maybe I should put down... Oh! What do they call that? The miasma? Definitely reminds me of miasma. I need hearts is what I need, but I do not trust myself to change that now. Oh! Crap. I need those. Oh, he does move with that. Okay. Oh, man. He hurts me with that. No, that is not what I meant. Ah! Okay, well, that was stupid. I hate the fact that the fighting still goes on while you are trying to access your inventory. That sucks. I know there are a lot of games like that, but that is not the way. That sucks. Gosh, if I just wait for him to do that move every time, I'm gonna be here forever. You're angry, librarian. Somebody didn't return their books on time. Okay. So, are these, like, shadowy things stronger than regular ones? Because I feel like... Oh, man, I should not be getting hit by those freaking things. Okay. Okay. Take that! Just gonna Just gonna pummel you with magic. My weak little magic. Oh. Okay. They're so mean. Yeah, my freaking little tiny sword. Oh, I do have a shield. Oh, no! Oh, crap! Shit. Oh, beans. Take that, take that. No, get away! I am doing so bad. Oh my gosh, I don't have any life left. I really need magic too. I need life and magic. Take that, both of you. If I make it through this fight, I will be so amazed. This is so unbelievably epic. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh, get you! His life is so not low. My life is so much lower. Oh, I hate... Oh my gosh! If there is anything happening in chat, I'm completely missing it. Oh, hello. Dang! Oh, I feel like I was doing relatively well. I was really hoping there would be like a miracle. Try parrying. Parrying is hard. If she hasn't mastered the skill already, now is not the time. Oh, I have noticed him parry a little bit, but I've never figured out how to do it. Okay, so I was going to change my card because this is definitely not helpful. This is helpful. Okay, so I need to check because... Charlotte's bus is supposed to be here.
Get on out of here.
Man,
It's
parrying.
time.
I could never get the hang of parrying
We
in...
all got covered, yo.
What's it called? Either.
Okay, so,
Metroid Dread.
hang on. I have an idea.
That's what it was.
Hey, yo.
The life steal? Is the life steal the one... Is the heart? Because since he does send cronies, that is helpful. I don't know what the other ones are, though. That looks like it's an angel, and it looks like it may give you, like, an extra... chance? I don't know. But it makes more sense for... It makes more sense, in my opinion, to have the heart. Because he gives you cronies. So... Oh, whoops, that is not what I meant to do. I don't know what the... What's that called again? The, hourglass. Oh my gosh. Double tap the shield button. Oh, that is a slow parry, my little guy. Okay, well, I've got to go get Charlotte in, like, 10 minutes, because it looks like her bus has not even really left the elementary school yet, so we're gonna give this another shot. Bye, Alcondros. Thank you so much for being here. It was so good to see you today. I know you've had finals and stuff, and I know you've had, like, a stressful, busy time, so... Math class. Boo to math class. Be safe, math class. Oh, man, that was the perfect time! Dang it. Over here. Over here. Over here. Okay. I thought he was gonna get over here, but he did not. So, will they give you hearts, though? I don't know if they will. They didn't. That just does not take down that much life. Who is it? It's D. Scheidler! I can't tell where those are gonna go. Okay, well that one just went like right through me, so shield does nothing. Oh, you know what? I feel like that would be a good time to freeze him, maybe? This music is fantastic. Just do not fight very quick. Oh, they did give me a heart! Oh, sweet! Excellent. Thought the case. It's very helpful. Thank you. I feel like I can do really hard boss fights as long as they give you an opportunity to kind of, sort of, well, kind of make up life, kind of. You know, like maybe not unlimited life, but like in Zelda, there are pots around the edges and things that'll give you life sometimes. Ammo. Oh, thanks. Oh. Yes. Yeah. I don't feel like that took his life down a lot, but okay. Ugh. Crap! That went down so fast! Oh, thank you, because I don't know what any of the cards do. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, they're gonna shush you so hard. Who is they, and why are they shushing me? Depth of field is fun. Yeah, I have struggled with that this whole time, because like there are times where like I can't make heads or tails of the map or anything because I'm like, yeah, depth of field is totally bonkers. Okay, I don't feel like freezing him really did a whole lot, so I don't know what this hourglass is, but I only have one. But it doesn't have a number, so maybe it has to like recharge? I have a stick. I also have a key. Well, tell you what, since Charlotte's bus is not here yet, okay, we're gonna try again. I know, this boss is the librarian, and he is so angry because nobody turns their books in on time. And it's such a small playing field. Or such a small, like, boss. Oh, that's helpful. Yeah. Boom. I don't know how much life that takes down, but... not that much. Not a lot at all. I just feel like I guess I just have a really hard time with games where your controls are so slow. Like, your controls are quite slow. Woo! Why are you hanging out by me, buddy? But that slows you down too! What? Oh, yeah, no. I definitely do not like that one bit. But now how am I supposed to change it? Oh, good. Look at that. Look what I just did. Oh, I almost died. Okay. Was it worth it? Probably not. And I know you can pull him toward you, but it doesn't pull toward him very hard. Like, it doesn't make him... Oh, it does not make him come at you very far. Unless... Oh, what? I cannot get the dodging down. That timing? So bad at this. I can just spam that the whole time. As long as he gives me baddies to, like, replenish my... That's a good time to drink a potion. As long as he gives me baddies to replenish my MP, I feel like that's the way to do it. Just spam him with that. Oh, what? Oh, come on. I cannot figure out where those are coming. Oh, no! No! Ugh. Okay. Oh, we're in the same position we were last time. Oh, yeah, that was gonna come. It's great. Lets you have great reaction time. I think my problem with both this game and Death's Door is that your character is slow. So with all the fast moves of all the guys around you, your character moves relatively slow to at least for the bosses. And I'm not trying to sit here and complain and be like, well, it's slow and it's hard. But it is kind of slow and hard. Okay, tell me how the magic orb works, because I don't understand the ammo behind it. Because I've tried pulling him toward me and he doesn't come to me. He doesn't come very far. So, but every time I use the orb, I'm not using up ammo. So how does the ammo of the orb actually work? Like why am I limited to 12? Why is those things? I'm gonna have to put words on stream and go get Charlotte from the bus. Because that's what I thought. Because he's so far away from the platform, it makes sense to use the magic orb on him, but it doesn't pull him very close. Take that. Oh man, I walked right into it. See, and if you don't kill these guys fast enough, I guess he kills them. Yeah, like that's gonna annihilate him. You librarian. So angry. That is not what I meant to do, but okay. Dang it! Like, you gotta get him on, like, the... Oh, okay, hold on. I hate getting hit by these freaking things, because it's like, really? Of all the things, I'm gonna get hit by one of those? Oh, crap. I can just stay alive long enough. How I'm missing that, or how I'm not missing that. And the camera angles are spinning around and I cannot see what I'm doing. And I just died from one of those freaking things because I can't see what I'm doing. Ugh. Let me check this bus. Okay, it's not here yet. It works on MP for enemies successfully pulled. Oh, interesting. I am back for a bit because lunch, but oof, not feeling great. I'm sorry to hear that, Cage. We're in a boss fight that is totes brutes. And I got an ad that's starting in 4 minutes anyway. Gosh dang it. And I've got to go get Charlotte from the bus here in a second. That, I'm never going to get him in a position like that. So I just keep, like, yanking on him. But then he tries to kill me! I mean, he tries to kill me anyway, but... See, now I'm like way down on... Oh, crap. Crap. That move, I don't have a freaking clue how to really actually dodge. Oh, man. Get over here. See, and then these things freaking kill me because I can't, because the camera is spinning around so much I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, man. I can't. Okay, well, my life's not down that much. I mean, it is, but it's not at the same time. Oh my gosh. If I can just hit you a lot. Get over here. Oh, now I'm out of magic. Oh, man. I know I have a thing, but I can't get it. Oh, crap. It hit me. Okay, let me check the bus. I'm gonna go get Charlotte. Yeah, okay. Don't forget there's always, yeah, I have not lowered the difficulty yet, but only because miraculously I was able to beat that first boss, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't need to lower the difficulty. But can you lower the difficulty like right now? Oh my gosh. So you can. So you can just do that. You can just change it. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. It's not easier to do any of that because honestly, well, okay, let me pull up words on stream, and then I'll go get Charlotte from the bus, and then I'll come back and like, I mean, her bus is late anyway, but I gotta wake Bubs up here pretty soon, but I'll play an ad. An ad's gonna happen here in a second anyway, but I'll play an ad when I go to the BRB screen, and then I'll come back and kind of wrap up the stream that way. It's true, fun over everything else. I play video games to have fun, dang it! Okay, I gotta go. I will be right back. I'll be right back. Let me get this started, and then, yeah, I will be right back. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Excellent job. Excellent job. Way to go, everybody. I sat here for just a second to let you guys, like, continue your game. Let's see. Okay, let's try... Okay. I feel like this was also my complaint with Death's Door. And maybe it's just because I have, maybe it's just because I've played games like Hollow Knight and stuff that have really, really tight controls. This game does not have tight controls. And when you have really intense fights that has kind of sloppy controls, it really, really irritates me. But you're right, fun over difficulty. So now that I've changed the difficulty, let's try this again. I don't even know what that looks like. I don't know if his life goes down more, or if like I'm more powerful, or doesn't move as fast. Like, I have no idea, but let's try this again. I'm gonna have to go wake Bubs here in a second. I cannot believe she kicked around in her crib for an hour. Yeah, I never would have thought that dace was a word. Never, ever, 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 ever. But that's what we'll be doing this coming Sunday for the singing stream. We'll be doing words on stream between, you know, every few songs or whatever, because I can't just sing constantly for 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever. So are you just like, woo? Oh man, I didn't change to the orb. Boom. That was, oh man, dang it. Oh crap. You know what? I think it doesn't take as much of your life down. I think that's what the deal is. Maybe, I don't know. But now I'm getting annihilated by these teeny little guys. And I definitely don't appreciate the camera spinning around so much, because that just seems... Okay. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, little fox. Crab! Crab! Trap, double crab. All the traps. Gosh. Ooh. I can't get that timing right. That, like, dodging timing. Because you're supposed to be able to, like, you know, dodge with, like, little clouds behind your feet or whatever. Oh, what? I'm terrible. Come here. Oh. Get out of town. I'm not even going to be able to beat him with lower difficulty either. Okay, I'm out now. Woo! Focus. Patience. Crap. Yeah, take that. Okay, so his life is halfway down. Great. I guess I have two... Woo! I have two... What are they? 2 potions left? Take that. And another one of those. And more. Eh. Okay. Oh, it's because I'm not even aiming at the right thing. I hate that move so much, but I need this magic power. Oh my gosh, yes I do. This reminds me so much of Death's Door. Wow. Oh, somebody new's in chat. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh man, really? I just don't move fast enough! Hey, it's Mariners! good. Come on! You stupid little sword! Oh my gosh. You know what? I shouldn't even freaking fight those guys. I should really just run and then just let him do it, shouldn't I? Just realized. Unless he doesn't do anything until... Oh! Does he not actually, like, attack you? Oh! It's a bad time to drink a potion. Gosh, I feel like this is still so hard. Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh yes! He's so close! Yes, I did it! I will never return my library books to you! That was the worst fight ever! I did it! I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the thing that was stolen or something. Did you guys see that? I did it! Honestly, I don't even feel like that was that much easier, but I guess it was because I was actually able to dodge it. I feel like it probably makes... I think it makes their attacks, like the boss's attacks, less powerful, so you stay alive longer. You don't die as quickly, I think? I don't know. I could be wrong. It's like giving enemies a chill pill. Well, I felt like that was still a pretty challenging boss fight. So if that's what, like, lower difficulty means, I'm fine with that. I didn't feel like... I was a little worried that I was going to lower difficulty and walk into the fight and be like, okay, that was it. But no, that still gave me a run for my money. So I still feel like I at least accomplished something. Like, I still feel like that was still a challenging fight. But I go back to that siege engine. Like, what? I don't even understand how I'm supposed to beat that thing. Now you are returning his stolen book gem now. I guess so. I was assuming that yes, there was a thing, like I had to go and I have to go take that back. That was in the frogs domain, right? Frogs cave, frogs place, frogs. Yeah, I think so. Now this area is very interesting to me because I cannot make heads or tails of where any of these things are. Wait, I think this one is over by the frogs domain, actually. I'm all for mystery in games, but there's a point where mystery kind of becomes this, like... It becomes almost like another enemy. It's just like, I just don't know. I have no idea. And so, as the librarian dissolved into a purple goo, Susie walked away, having never paid the $10 late fee. Well, this is exactly where I was hoping it would send me. Awesome. Look, if you can live with an asterisk by a boss's name, that's cool. I play games to have fun, and if I find myself getting incredibly irritated and frustrated with games because they are too difficult for me, I feel like I have proved myself with enough gaming, and you guys have seen enough of my gameplay that you guys know I'm a relatively good gamer. I may not be the best, and I'm certainly not like a speedrunner or anything, but I also feel like I beat Horizon Forbidden West, I beat Horizon Zero Dawn, like, those are pretty hard games. There's some insane machine fights. Absolute bonkers. But, how do you get into the frogs? Oh. Maybe? Yes? Yes. Definitely not what I was going for. I'm asterisking right now. I quit caring about my reputation a while ago. There is something that does kind of make me go, but I don't want to turn down the difficulty because this was made in a certain way for people to play it, you know, but you know what? Whatever. If a game is stupid hard, and it's different too when you're streaming, because I feel like when it's different when I have people tuned in with me and I'm just like, and I'm throwing myself at a bad guy over and over and over and over and over again, it just gets like repetitive and it gets obnoxious. And if I were tuned into somebody's stream that they just kept doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, I would get tired of that. And I would be like, okay, you know what? Like, let's just move on. So I do think about that too, where I'm like, well, maybe it would probably be better to just turn down the difficulty. I don't know. And it is fun to be challenged sometimes. And there is a really great feeling you get when you beat something on the intended purpose, you know, on the way that it was supposed to be handled. But at the same time, it's like, I play games to have fun and relax and like fill my bucket. I don't want to be angry. And that was one of the things, that is one of the reasons Majora's Mask bothered me so much, because I felt like I spent most of my time feeling angry. And that's not how I like to feel with games. I like to enjoy myself and have fun. And yes, I do like a challenge. This game is challenging enough as it is. Like, I'm fine. But there is definitely something to be said about, you know, beating like all the big giant machines that you fight in both Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Like, there are some really, really intense fights. And I can honestly say I never turned the difficulty down on Horizon. Never. I felt there were definitely fights where I threw myself at the fight over and over and over again. Oh, this is not where I want to be. I made a mistake. Thanks. Thank you. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Support. I don't know what I would have done if I'd been playing this by myself. I probably would have turned down the difficulty anyway, because it's already like on my mind, and I probably would have been like, why am I doing this to myself? Why don't I just freaking turn down the difficulty? I mean, seriously. For real. That was still a hard fight. That was still quite a challenge. So I don't feel like I missed out on much. Is that where I need to go? Yes. Can I get there? Can I like... Oh. I thought I could like go down to him, but no, you cannot. Oh shoot, I have to go wake Bubs. Dang it. Okay, let me go grab my baby. I'll wake her up. Because even though she fell asleep late, I can't let her sleep longer because then she won't go to bed on time. So let me go grab her. Hold on. Kind of like a baby.
Oh my, this is very exciting.
Here we go. This is little sleepy Bubs.
I just got myself a spicer laser. Yeehaw! I just got myself a spicer laser. Yeehaw!
Who's that? Do you see a sleepy baby? Yeah.
Well, hello.
We're sleepy, huh? Oh my gosh, do I not have my phone in here? Oh no, I did have my phone in here, but I don't know where.
Ladies!
Oh, okay, well, got that done and over with. Still don't know how I'm gonna beat the siege engine. I don't have a freaking clue, but... Hi. We took a long time falling asleep. Which makes it harder to wake up, huh? Yeah. Sweetie pie. So my brother will be here a week from tomorrow. haven't quite decided what we're gonna do with my
Kind of like a
brother
baby.
here. But yeah, he'll be here a week from tomorrow, and we'll figure something out to do together, probably on stream or something. This coming Sunday, I've got we'll do the 500 followers celebration karaoke / words on stream. I'm also open to other things too. But I probably won't be playing Tunic. We'll probably be doing singing and words on stream and some chatting and stuff like that. Right now I have it set to start at 1:30. I might have to push that back to 2, but if I do that, I will update the announcement that shows on the screen and also put an announcement in the Discord. I am very excited to get started on, I need to see, well, I guess that is my favorite brother and my only brother. My brother is the one who introduced me to games. I mean, I grew up watching my brother play games, all while I was younger. He had an original Nintendo. And then I started playing games on my own with a Super Nintendo. So anyway, he's my older brother, super cool guy, very excited to see him. He's spending a while out here, and then he's going over to Utah. So he'll go over and see Katie after he sees me. So, but anyway, I think this is where I'm going to end it. So I've got I don't know. Yeah. She's super chill. So let's go put this gem back. I'll see if I can go do this real quick. Less than reduced difficulty. Oh man. I forgot you were. I mean, reducing the difficulty doesn't make the controls any tighter, or it doesn't make, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make you more easy to control or anything like that. It just, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what it does. Well, like Michael said, it gives the enemies a chill pill. I still felt like that was a hard boss fight. I don't even have the bell. Do we have a good nap? Little sweet girl. Oh, he's gonna come up these stairs. I thought I was hiding. I guess that's true. I spend a lot of time like doing this, but you don't move forward very much. So you have to kind of dash as well as hit. Or you can not do that. And then you can alert everybody. Okay. Well, that was stupid. Ah! That is not what I meant to do! I think I wanted to go through here. Yes. Do I put it back? Whoa, what? Wasn't this what I was supposed to do? Joby is a legend. He once saved my life with a piece of string and a thumbtack. Bye, Cage. I love you. I actually don't know exactly what all the items do, so that slows time down. But I don't really know. But it also slows you down, so I don't really see that being. Obviously, it goes somewhere else. I thought I went here. Oh, it's one of those things. Up in the corner. I see it now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I came into the frog's domain for nothing. Yeah? No, that's a fox. Do you see the fox? I don't know what the chili pepper does. This gives you MP a little bit. This gives you a little bit of life. I'm not entirely sure what this does. This is like a bomb / firecracker. It causes explosion, some sort of explosion. This, I think, is like a bottle of ice. It ices your enemies, and then I don't know what this little fox, like, bun does. Okay. Well, then, there you go. Well, there it is. Okay, well, since that doesn't go there, I keep that. I assume the siege engine probably gives me something similar. Okay, well, it's time for Mama to sign off because I got to get started cooking dinner. I'm almost finished with basically Dad's cross stitch. It is coming along swell. I don't have any t-shirts. Oh my gosh, you know what? No, I don't. Or yes, I do. I have one t-shirt that's in my size. I have a size small t-shirt. I might mess around with DJ's Hyperlight Drifter design. Because I have like six listings, I think, on my Etsy or something like that. But I just have to mess around with more designs. So I do have one shirt, but I haven't heard back from Andrew yet. He's obviously not on his way home from fishing yet, but I'm hoping he can stop by the Hobby Lobby down there and pick me up some shirts so I can have some shirts to mess around with. But can we say thank you? She's like, I don't want to do anything. I am tired. As always, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out with me, everybody cheering me on through that boss fight. even with the reduced difficulty, I feel like it was still hard, but it was still challenging, and that's cool. But anyway, this game is so much like Death's Door. It's so uncanny. It's so much like Death's Door, but it's good, huh? I think I like the aesthetic more of this one. And I also like the fact that there is a map. It may not be super detailed. Like, it may not give you all the information, but it's very helpful because Death's Door doesn't have a map at all. Or are we wiggling? Are we getting comfortable? I love you, darling. Pumpkin doodle. But I'll be back on Wednesday, same time. And we'll continue with our Tunic trek. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all your support coming to hang out with me. Even if you could only be here for, I don't know, 5 minutes or whatever, I appreciate popping in and saying hi. And less than fighting in the Ancient Ruins book section. I'll say, man, I never had to pay that library late fee. Not to that librarian. Goodness. Anyway, you guys are all wonderful, and I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me and sticking through all of my shenanigans and my craziness. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get started on like some dinner or something. The discovering how to play the game part of the game itself. They make discovering how to play the game. I guess that's true. It's kind of like you kind of have to learn. Well, I mean, every game has a learning curve, right? But this one has definitely taken. Hey, it's Strawlog! My favorite Viking! Yay! Can you say hi? Yeah? We need to put a ponytail in your hair because everybody thinks you're a little boy. Just the other day, somebody at the grocery store was like, Charlotte was doing something and they were like, oh, you take good care of your little brother. And I was like, okay. She just looks so much like a little pretty little boy. Good to see you, Strawlog. I'm so glad you popped in. I'm sorry I'm about to sign off, but it was so good to see you. I'm grateful for each one of you. Don't ever forget how much you matter. You matter to me, and you could be anywhere, but you were hanging out with me, and I appreciate that. So I'll be back on Wednesday. If you would like to join the Discord, we've got t-shirt ideas floating around there. We've got, thanks to DJ and his amazing handiwork, graphic design handiwork, that is. So we've got t-shirt ideas, stream announcements, things like that. It's just a whole bunch of positivity. That's what I try to fill it with. So yeah, that's true. What does D. Shiloh say? I've Got a Dream was like one, or if not the first thing we did together. That is the best duet. It's so much fun. Oh, you said, look, if it weren't for the shenanigans and craziness, I'd have been out of here a long while ago. Well, I'd do what I can. Okay, can we say goodbye? Can you say see you later? She's like, I am tired. You woke me up from a nap. Oh, less than libraries, less than librarians. And I will see all of you guys on Wednesday. Adios, ciao, ta-ta, see you later, bye-bye.